So anyways, guys, back at the HQ right now. By the way, this is the Project Integra that I was talking about earlier. The videos are coming. I picked this thing up as a shell. I'm going to do a full build on it. It's going to be turbo. It's going to be nice. I promise you guys the videos are coming. Just bear with me, please. Maybe next week I should be able to get started on that. So anyways, over here we got some EG parts. These are EG doors. We got an EG hood. I got fenders. And over there I got the trunk and some seats. I have no use for any of these parts because I only have an EK and a DC2 now. So I want to get rid of these. I don't really have the room to store them, as you can see. So here's what I did. I laid everything out on the grass. I took pictures of it all. So this way I got the pictures done. Then I load them up here. This way they're easy to get to. If anyone buys them or wants to trade me for them, I could just throw them in my trunk and go meet them. So right now, let's go back inside. Let's go back to the computer, and I'm going to show you guys how this works. Okay, so selling parts is really easy. And what a lot of people assume is people think that they have to post their parts on Craigslist, and Craigslist is really slow. It takes weeks just to sell anything on Craigslist, unless you have a really hot item. The answer, oddly enough, is Facebook, and more specifically, Facebook groups. There's hundreds of Facebook groups that are dedicated to just selling Honda parts. I live in the Northeast, which is New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, the Northeast area, and here in the tri-state area, there's just so many Honda groups, and they have so many members in each group that are all looking for Hondas. Honda parts, rims, cars, whatever it may be. You can find groups in your area too, depending on where you live. There should be Honda groups because it's such a mass-produced car when you're dealing with Hondas. So if you do just a quick Facebook search, you should be able to find them. Now I'm gonna let you guys in on a quick secret here. It's a lot easier to sell. Well, selling parts, they do sell. I don't want to make it seem like parts don't sell, but it's so much easier to trade parts for other parts, and that's what I usually go for. I have a few cars. I'm always looking for parts for them, and if I have parts that I want to sell and I want to get rid of, usually I'll try to trade them for parts that I can use and parts that I would otherwise spend my own cash on, and it's a lot easier that way. It's also a lot faster, but parts do sell. If you're looking for cash, you can't sell them, and they do sell rather quickly. It really depends what you're trying to do. If you're trying to sell parts, if you're trying to trade parts, it depends, because I know a lot of people that are just, they give up on Hondas, they want to sell everything they got, they don't care about trades. That's perfectly fine. Right now we're going to take a look at the computer. Okay, so here we are on the computer. Here's the pictures that I took of the hood, the fenders, the doors, and the trunks that I want to sell. I also have a set of manual pedal conversion up here that, these are pedals out of a manual car, a manual Civic, along with the master clutch cylinder. They're very useful when people are doing automatic to manual conversion. So I put those up anyways. In my posting, best offer. This way I don't have a specific cash price, and I'm also open to trade. So if anyone makes me an offer, I'll consider every offer. I put the location up. Usually I do put a price up, but in this case, I'm just taking best offer. Whatever people are offering me, I'm probably gonna go with, since these parts are, well, they're worthless to me, quite frankly speaking. Now the group that I'm showing you guys now, this is B20 VTEC. This is one, B20 VTEC, that name's been around for a long time. It used to be a forum way back in the day. Now it's basically around the form of a Facebook group. This group has 59,000 members. Most of these people should be in this tri-state area. It's mostly comprised of people from New Jersey, but regardless, it's almost 60,000 people in my target audience that are looking for Honda parts, that are looking for cars, rims, wheels. I find that cars and wheels, those typically sell really fast on this page. That's what I would say the biggest selling things on this page are. If you look here, a member of the Honda Game, that's another group, B20 VTEC, Honda Game, New Jersey, New York, Pennsylvania, and the Westchester Honda Game. There's so many more groups. It's absurd how many Honda pages that there are. If you just do a quick search, Facebook search, you'll find all these pages, and you can, you just request to join the group, and once you're in the group, you see all these postings. So I posted this last night, because I took these pictures yesterday. I put them up last night. I woke up this morning. I have 5 people in my inbox looking to message me. One guy wants to buy him. He wants to meet up. Others are asking condition. They want more pictures. Not a big deal. As you see, I got a lot of replies on the actual posting. Here's another tip for you guys. If you look here, it says bump, and under it says TTT, triple T's. There's so many posts on this group that once every few hours you want to type in bump or TTT, which stands for to the top, just to keep your posting at the top of the page so it does get seen. There's just so many groups, and this is the quickest way to sell. I mean, I've been on this page for years, buying, selling, and trading parts. And if you're looking for something to buy, you can post here. Odds are someone else has it. If you're selling something, you post it up. Things do sell on this page rather quickly. and there's a bunch of them. That's 60,000 people, all in the tri-state area, target audience, looking for parts. And when you put something up with pictures, you get replies. You definitely have people interested in the things that you're selling. Now let me show you guys another posting that I put up, okay? Because those EG parts, the hood, the fenders, the doors, I'm looking for cash on these. This posting that I put up, I have Skunk 2 suspension coilovers, Skunk 2 sleeves on brand new shocks. So I put those up, and in this case, I'm asking for a trade. Looking for stock EK suspension and $50 cash, let me know. I want to sell these and I'm going to go back to stock suspension. So instead of selling these and then buying stock suspension and, instead of dealing with that whole mess, I'd rather trade these for stock suspension and cash on the side. And that as you can see, that got me a lot of hits. I mean, a lot of people are interested in this. I have a guy coming tonight with stock suspension, so this should work out pretty well for me. But this is just a case in point. I mean, it's a lot easier to trade things than it is to sell them for, I guess people are tight on cash, especially in the Honda community. I put them up for trade. I got a bunch of hits. I got people coming tonight ready to buy them off me. Okay, so I want to make a note here. As I'm sure many of you guys know this, but the Honda community, and I would say by far more than any other car community, has thieves. More thieves than any other car community that I've ever heard about or seen or come across. This B20 VTEC group has 60,000 members, and I guarantee you a few thousand of them are thieves. So let's recap for a second. I took pictures in the grass of the parts that I'm selling. I got them laid out, ready to put in my trunk and go deliver them to whoever buys them. I got my posting up. I got people interested. People are messaging me. One guy wants to meet up for the shocks tonight, the Skunk 2s with the coils. I got a few people interested in the doors. That's another hot item that usually sells pretty fast. So as a seller, I make people come to me. All right, if you want to go meet people halfway, if they're coming far, or you want to go deliver it to them for extra money, or whatever the situation is, that's on you. Personally, when I'm selling things, I make people come to at least my hometown, and I never send people to my house. I never meet with people at my house. Few reasons. Number one, I usually go to I've sold one item from my house. I've sold an engine. It was an expensive engine. I didn't have the transportation to be able to go bring it somewhere and sell it somewhere else. So I did make the buyer come to my house. Luckily, they were really good people. If I'm selling other parts, things that I can throw in my trunk and go meet people, I send people to the gas station. All right, few reasons. Number one, they have cameras there, and there's other people there. If people try to rob me, if any bad situation happens, there is somewhat help there, and there is cameras. Number two is because of the thieves. If you send someone to your house and you got nice cars or parts or anything laying around, these thieves, like, they're gonna take note of that. I don't want to have any of my personal property robbed. I'm trying to protect myself. I mean, it's common sense that not to meet with these people at your house. You can look on their profile. You can try to get an idea of who you're dealing with, but at the end of the day, you don't know what kind of situation these people in. You don't know what they're involved in. It could definitely turn out to be a bad situation for you. And I've heard horror stories of that happening where they sell things out of their house and the next day their car's missing in the morning. There's thieves out there. There's bad people out there, unfortunately. Thank God, knock on wood, I've never been robbed. I've never been cheated like that or had property stolen from me, thank God. And I hope it doesn't happen to me, but you gotta use common sense, you gotta use your judgment. If you can take that part and go meet someone at the gas station, go meet them at the gas station. Don't lead them to your house. Please definitely do not make that mistake. That's a very big mistake that a lot of people make. Another thing that I want to add is that when you're trading and selling parts, people do sell broken parts. You really have to have a way to test these parts and know what you're buying and know how to test it. If you're buying a gauge cluster unit for your car, when you pull up, plug it into your car and make sure it works. If you're picking up an engine or with the transmission and everything, if you're picking up a swap, bring a compression gauge and bring a battery. You jump the starter, spin the motor over, check the compression, and listen for a knock. People, they go blindly. They pick up motors or transmissions. They bring it back. They put in their car and it doesn't work. At least try to test it before you buy it. A lot of these people, they sell broken parts. I have bought broken parts before, and I've learned from the experience. Luckily, I didn't lose a lot of money, but it does happen. So use your common sense. You use your judgment. Try to make these deals happen in somewhat of a safe area. Like I said, there's a lot of, especially in the Honda community, there is a lot of bad people out there with bad intentions. So just protect yourself and protect your property. That's gonna sum it up for this video. I got people that are coming to meet me tonight for some of these parts, so hopefully this ends out well for me. The Integra videos are coming. I promise you guys the Integra videos are coming. I'm probably going to start next week with the build. I'm currently ordering parts as we speak. So once we get that build underway, there's going to be a series of videos to be done on that. On top of that, we got some other videos coming on. So just stay tuned to the channel. I got videos coming up every week, a bunch of videos every week. We're filming almost every day. So I appreciate the support, and I'm going to see you guys next time.